Is there anything
I
that says
didn't
go
see
live?
that. I didn't see that. Well, I'm so sorry. Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry. Oh my god. Do you hate me?
Yes, I hear you.
Wait, uh,
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, this is my computer. There we go. I had to mute my computer. That's why it was
okay.
echoing. There we go. That's so funny.
I
my
feel
god. Don't feel bad.
what the fuck? Oh, that was me.
What?
Because I had it on multiple platforms, so I had it like on so many different like things that I just kept like replaying back, and I'm like, oh my god, I was not trying to, and I'm like, why? I'm like, it must be your mic, it must be your computer, like whatever the hell it is.
It's okay, guys. We got the technical difficulties taken care of, and now we're here. Hey.
You know, I really want to, so I can't really. Hi.
Love her.
Every time I say anything, Mark is like, Gianni.
I love him.
Like he needs to go in the other room. Mark, not right now, not on live.
I can't.
So, I don't
He's
know. Like Gianna and I were just kind of talking, and we were talking about certain. We're talking about certain things that we've been dealing with in the public platform, like genre, whatever the hell it might be. And we were like, why are we not having this conversation publicly? Like last night's live was insane.
And it didn't even have to be. And it's like we didn't even make it insane.
I don't even know why it was that way. Like, if you could inform me on why, why. Okay, so Kim signed off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like any sort of, okay, this is why Kim maybe signed off, or because I don't.
Look, I don't know. All I can speculate is that A, she was either like told to, or B, I think that there was just like a lot of hate coming her way immediately. There was no respect that was happening, and that was also, guys, it was no respect for me or Jenna as well. So like if you like me or Jenna or even Brat and you were on the platform, like we decided to have Kim. So you guys need to be respectful of that. And it's like every time we do something, you guys don't understand how unenjoyable it has become. It's not enjoyable anymore.
Mark,
We don't even want to do it. Like, to be like frank, like we don't even want to do it anymore because it's just attacking all the time. Like, why was that be fun for anybody? Like, do you guys, is that your goal, to make us not want to do it anymore? Because that's what's happening.
it's so bad. And honestly, I tried to, and I know, like, that I messaged everybody previously. I said, this is going to be just Kim being able to talk, like, it's going to be a friend thing, you know. And I know that that pisses some people off, and that's completely fine. I'm not here to make everyone happy because you're never going to make everybody happy on the internet. But we were all under the understanding we are going to keep it all kosher. We're going to make it all cool. And we also are not going to bring up children.
Yep. And it
And
was like immediately that's what happened and got
yeah,
brought up.
which I really don't understand that. Like,
No.
if that's what I ask and that's what I say and that's what we do, everybody was respecting it. But I will say a lot of the people in the comment section for sure did not understand that,
Mm-hmm.
And so,
And this isn't just this time. It's
no.
literally every single time we get on. It's almost like our followers want to follow us,
Mm-hmm.
but then they make it difficult for us to do it. And so it's like, do you even want us to do this? Like, do you even want to be following me? Do you want to even hear me speaking? Because it's literally just crap all the time. And like, you guys, we don't, why would we want to get on here and talk about any case, not just Idaho, but anything?
That's how I felt today. I'm like, I don't even want to talk about any of this stuff anymore. I don't want to do this
Yeah.
stuff anymore. I don't want to say this stuff anymore. But I think it goes across everything, like across the board for everything. So when we're talking about, you know, influencer, like true crime, whatever, like, creator, like whatever the hell you want to call us. So when it comes from me to you, it's like you and I both understand, but not everybody understands. We put ourselves out there. We say things, we do things, and there's always going to be some level of hate. And we understand that. But when it comes down to the fact of hate, 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 like the continuous pounding of hate, you poke a bear, you're gonna hear them roar, like whatever you know what I mean? Like you're going
Yeah.
to find out what it feels like to continuously poke a bear. And I don't think personally, and you could share your opinion on this because I guess we'll like start from like each thing, but I don't think that it's a bad thing to stand up for yourself in that instance,
No.
because if you're not going to stand up for yourselves, or if nobody else is going to stand up for you, even your friends, then what is it? You know,
Right.
who's going to do it? Or do you just continuously be badgered? You continuously take the abuse, or you continuously let it happen because people are like, they're never going to. I could see me breaking this person down, but they're not going to come at me. So I'm winning in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's almost like you guys, like, people just want to provoke. And then immediately when you snap because you're a human and like it's hurtful to hear these things and like have these
Mhm.
things said to you or whatever, especially when we're doing all the work to create the content, come on, put it out. We're being the ones that are up here and it's like a continuous thing. It's like you guys don't see the conversations that happen on the backside or what we're feeling like when we go to sleep at night or wake up in the morning. And like we should not be waking up in the morning and feeling bad about ourselves because people on the internet have attacked us the night before. Like
That's like precisely what happened.
literally, like we both woke up this morning and we're just like I want to be done. Like I don't want to do it anymore. I literally don't. It literally consumes our being of
Or
like
give me my vape.
energy and emotions, and
Disgusting.
it just it sucks. Like you and you know, I don't it's like not worth it anymore. To be honest, guys, it's literally just like not even worth getting on and spending the energy on this anymore. For me, I'm just like I'm done. Like it's been literally since I started in January talking about true crime. I've had attack after attack after attack after attack and made to look like an asshole when I'm not an asshole.
Well, everybody likes to point the finger and be an asshole when they're in fact an asshole,
Yeah.
right? People love to be an asshole, but the second you call them out on being an asshole, they don't want to hear it. And it's sick and it's sad. Like it really genuinely is. And for me, I feel like I have done stuff in private for so long that nobody knew about. and then all of a sudden, this person, that person, whatever is connected, then it's just like, you're going to shit on me for what? For a project that I'm working on? I don't
Right.
understand that.
Right.
Why
And
am I
like,
getting
you
paid for that?
know, right. That's what I brought up some like really good points earlier of not to like toot my own horn, but it's really
Oh,
is.
yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand why there are certain creators who can do things like this and they get praised and respected by the community. And then when another creator does something that is very similar to what the other person is doing, they're getting hate and they're getting attacked and they're getting made to feel bad for something that they have accomplished. And Jenna, when you've told me about like the things that you're doing, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so, like, only reaction, I'm so happy for you.
Never got leaked.
And never spoke about it again. I was like, I'm so happy that you get to do that, and like I can't wait to like see what comes of it.
But
Done.
then,
Happy for my friend. Like, that's it.
when other people get involved and it gets leaked, and then it's like,
Derogatory against
do
you.
you know what you did?
Right.
Like, obviously, I know what I did. I'm me. Like, what? Like, what does that even mean? You know?
Well, right, but the only way that anybody would have a negative connotation of it in their mind is if they were told to have a negative connotation of it. You know what I mean? Like, they're told that there was something wrong with it, or that you did something, or you had like it's coming down the pipeline from people who have no idea what the fuck is even going on.
And like, look, conspiracy theorist, fuck yeah, do it all you want. But when it comes to your real life, like, BFFR with yourself, right? Actually
Right.
sit there and say, am I being a nut job or what? And also, in that same aspect, say, BFFR, I'm being also a conspiracy theorist about other people's lives that were murdered and they can't talk because they're no longer here. So, at what point is it crossing the line? Because people can cross the line all they want over the people that are no longer here to speak for themselves anymore, or no longer able to give any sort of information, right?
Well, and I think the real, like, let's back up even further, is
Mm-hmm.
everybody's attacking each other over this case. And like BFFR, nothing we say fucking matters in the grand scheme of things. This case has absolutely nothing to fucking do with us. So regardless of what anybody is saying, what anybody is putting out, what anybody is doing, whatever the fuck, doesn't matter. And people are attacking people, doxing them, like getting mad at them, calling them horrible names, like making over something that has nothing to do with us. If
Doesn't
we were
matter.
never told about this wouldn't even exist to us, guys. Like, and I understand that 4 young adults were killed, okay? There's a lot of young adults every single day that get killed, trafficked, killed on like things that are horrible, right?
Insane.
Right? And for whatever reason, this case got the attention that it got. And it's almost like people are taking this so seriously on themselves that they're going to crack the case, or they're going to come up with something, or they're going to find something, they're going to dig, they're going to like, literally, can we not just talk about the fucking case like it's just a normal any other case?
Yes. Like, so many cases have also been like spoken about in the past, and it's almost like it was built and built and built and built and built. I will say, the like cases that got a lot of media attention are obviously Gabby Petito, right?
Mhm.
And also the Idaho 4 for sure. Like, that's what we're kind of referencing here. And Alexi Treviso, it's gotten a little bit of attention. I don't
Yeah.
think a lot of, I think big creators are talking about it. I'm not saying that like whatever, but it's not really making its rounds the way that it could or
Dude,
couldn't.
that was a real baby that was hurt.
Yeah. And there's so many people that are defending it. But there's also people that are saying, "Oh, you know, Brian Koberger, they're trying to say that Brian Koberger is innocent." And in the same aspect, they're saying that I still stand by these individuals, the 4 individuals that were murdered. They're saying they're trying to say that he's innocent, but they're also saying they deserved it in every single thing that they post.
Right.
How is that a blurred line? I don't understand how that is a blurred line between anybody.
Well, I think what's happening truly is that they're putting in, like, look, if you want to talk about this case and speculate on this case, and you truly, here's the thing. It's hard to fully care about people that you never met and you don't know. Is what happened to them horrible? Absolutely, but I will never feel the same way that somebody who knew them will feel, or their parents, and then to go a step further, their parents will feel. There is going to be some bit of disconnection when talking about something as if it is a story, because to us it is a story. We don't emotionally know these people. So while we can have all of the empathy and compassion, yeah, there is going to be some times where we're like, that shit doesn't make sense. Like, this doesn't make sense. That doesn't make
Right.
sense, right? Where there's going to be a little bit of criticism. Now, I think
True.
where like there's like the really out there, like, said as truth type things that are like crazy, and we're like, how that you didn't say allegedly in front of that, like, why didn't you do that? Or they're showing video or whatever, and then they're turning around and saying it's because we care about these kids, is because if they don't say that, then they get attacked, like vultures come after them to
Right.
talk about. So they have to say that, so then it does sound hypocritical because they don't actually mean it. They just want to talk about a case as if it's a story. But I have trouble with the, like, if you're up there, you're like, this is my opinion, this is what I think, this is my theory on what could have happened, right? And you're not stating it as like absolute truth and fact. I don't see the trouble in that, because again, we don't fucking matter. This has nothing to do with us. We're literally, it's like talking about a TV show or this or that. We have no bearing on it. Like, nothing. Who gives a shit what we have to say? Really, truly.
Actually, and like I know that they're probably telling the individuals associated with this case, don't get on social media. Don't look at what the people that are going to have to be called to stand. Don't look at social media. Don't even look at the facts or the fiction or whatever. Don't look at anything, not even social media, just like the news in general. Please don't, because we, as much as they don't want the jury pool to hear or see any of this stuff, they also don't want the people that are that are going to be called to stand. They don't want them to see it.
Right, and it's not our response. So here's the thing, is that it's people are making it our responsibility to make sure that the case is not damaged in any way. But in fact, it's not our responsibility. It's the witnesses to not watch it. It's the police to take care of it. It's the to keep them away from it. It's like, that is not our job. Just like we're not the defense, we're not the prosecution, we're not the police, we're nobody in this case. We have no obligation to do anything other than like not be a piece of shit, right? And to not be a piece of shit is what I mean is like, don't put shit out there that might not have been seen yet and state it as a fact, or like getting ring cam footage and this and that and the third. Like, okay, like that's not your fucking job.
Even if like you get a little clip of here or there, well, this person wanted it out. So it's your job, and I will say it's your job to sit there, like go back and say, if I put this out there, could I be legally held liable to have this put out there? If the answer is yes, then don't do it. If you're sending something, oh, they want it put out there,
say no.
No, sorry. I'm not going to do that.
I don't feel
Do
comfortable.
you know how much like Gianna and I could really put out there that we don't? Because it's not morally right. So
and
some
it's
people,
not our job.
right.
It's not our, like, I don't know. And the other thing too is like we don't know what we put out there, what effect it will have, because it's not our fucking job. So like truly, I can sit here all day and say this is my opinion, this is my opinion, right? This is my opinion. It means literally less than a shit.
It's like saying it's all alleged.
Right, but if we came on here and was like, we found the things that we found, right? And we're stating it as like, this is what we found, we actually don't know how that would affect a case. And it might.
We also have a lot of things that we found deep dive, and I'm just going to say that publicly. I will say we found a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But, and even though we have evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence, we're like, we still want a little bit more. And we still have not publicly come out on certain cases. I'm not saying it's for the Idaho case. I'm not saying whatever, but you and I both know what we have. And we're not going to sit here and say, well, let me leak this a little bit and like, let me make you guys, it's for likes, comments, clicks, views, whatever it might be. That's what it's all about. And it's gross and it's sick. And I don't understand it at all. I will never understand it.
And then to go with that, the hate that we receive, right? When we are sitting on these things and doing the right thing, and then we receive this hate, like, I'll just say that nobody knows everything about anybody. And like the things that you guys have said, a lot of people have said to me personally in comment sections or whatever, don't realize that a lot of that stuff was abused into me as a child, and like literally at one point wanted to make me take my own life. And so as you're doing that, right, you have no idea. Like, I'm healed, thank God, and like I've moved past it and I've done that, but you don't know if anybody else is, and you don't know that if the next time you say that to somebody is going to be the one thing that pushes them over the edge. And like, do you want to be more like responsible for that just because you decided to get on the internet and be an asshole to somebody you don't even know that day for no reason?
That's like reminding me of like the whole Dot situation.
Yeah.
Because he, I don't know. You never know, because they could have used a voice changer. They could have did whatever. Totally fine. What are you doing? Mark Strong. For the first time.
I figured.
But when it all comes down to it, Dot, I'm on live feed and people are probably gonna like
tell me that I'm a fan of him.
I can't with him.
Somebody made a fake account as him the other day. And I think it's like getting to his head.
Really
I'm like,
It was me.
So, but with the, I would literally no, because I know it'd be like roasting.
It was Aaron.
But I'm on. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear.
Okay, good. So, my thing is that whenever we got on that feed with like whatever live feed, whatever you call it, like the TikTok live with Dot, and I started asking questions that I felt like nobody was asking. And was it because she was hushed and protected? Yeah. It seems like it. It seems like a lot of people are trying to say, well, this is my source. So, like, don't say this, don't say that, or we're not going to get on here, we're not going to do that. That's bullshit. That's not your source. None of these people are your actual source. None of these
Also,
people.
like, you're not a fucking reporter. You don't have a source. You're a TikToker who is a normal human being who gets up in the morning and puts their fucking pants on in their house like everybody else.
Thank you.
Source of what? Bitch, like, source of what? Like, nobody has a source. Like, you are not that.
Story.
Like, you're not fucking Susan Sarandon. Like, get out of here. Like, I don't understand. Like, this is what I don't understand. Like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't make any sense. To me, it is like, I've never got up and be like, I've heard rumblings or I have a source that told me. Like,
and then go hard and believe it and like continue on for months.
and then still when it's debunked, like, still like there's just like a lot of, look, I can't do it anymore. I've told you all day. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. I'm sick. I'm tired. I want to move on to something else. Like, I can't do the true crime community anymore. It's just nothing but people that are just want to hate on you. I can't do it.
But like I told you, it was never like this if we like just don't associate with people that we've been associating with and we let it go. It's water under the bridge. I don't, whatever that thing is, you know, we let it go. We don't care. We're not going to sit here and let people dictate our lives, because when it all comes down to it, all these people need to be
What is he doing?
so annoying. They all need to be called out.
Yeah.
And but here's the thing, they get a little bit of a platform, whether it is from buying a little bit of followers or whatever it might be. I didn't even know you could buy followers.
I didn't. I have
You
no
know, that's the
idea.
thing. People
I have no
literally.
idea.
So apparently, you could like do whatever, and like you could buy followers that way, that you could go live or something like that.
Yeah. No, I had no idea that you could even like really truly do that, because I never had to. So like,
people be scared to do that. Like, I would be so scared.
I don't
Bankrupt over that shit.
like, and the other thing too is and this is the weirdest phenomenon, and I know that you like get it as well. And so, and my sister-in-law also, like, she's more on Instagram, but she goes live like on Instagram or whatever. And so for us, like, when I'm watching you or London or anybody else, I'm not watching as like an idolizer or a follower or like nobody's unattainable. Like, you guys are just other humans that do the same thing that I do, right? Like a coworker.
Mm-hmm.
And
a coworker.
Literally like a coworker and a friend. Like, we're friends, but like, you know what I mean? And but
Yeah.
I don't understand what it's like. There's a lot of people who watch that don't actually see us as people in the way that they just don't, right? Like, we are these figures that are just like, they can say and do whatever they want to, and like, we're supposed to just take it or whatever. And it's like, I don't want to be like, I am just a person who has a family, who goes to or like works, who takes care of my kid. I'm just like a normal human.
Who goes to works.
Well, works. I don't actually go there. I just work. But it's like, this is not my identity, and I am not just somebody up and neither are you. Like, we're not just people that are like for your entertainment. Do we entertain you? Yes, but we are
Yeah.
not. But it's not fun. We do it because we started because we loved it. I don't anymore, frankly. I just fucking don't. It's like
But
annoying at this
you
point.
don't because of what? Because of people on the internet?
Right. I don't because I can't say anything. I can't be myself without
Without
people
being
shitting
ridiculed.
on me. Yeah.
It was never like this though, right? Like it was never like this. I have been doing this for 2.5 years. Okay. It was never, ever, ever like this. For me, I don't post about a case unless I literally feel connected to it in some
Mhm.
sort of way.
Mhm.
And I won't do it. I'm not going to talk about every single, whatever. Like what's the Lori Vallow case? Like I could have talked about that. I didn't. I didn't feel connected to it.
And I did. I literally was balls deep in that case because I loved it.
And you literally told me about the shit, and I was like, damn, like you are fucking educated as a fuck.
I was like really like I could tell you every date, every person, every sequence of events, everything because I loved the case and you could tell that I really loved it and it was almost like scary to do it because it was like are people gonna come after me for it? And I
Do you
shouldn't feel
not
that
feel
way.
like it's like all kind of like it's been within the past year or less than
Yeah.
that people just came out of the woodworks. And sometimes I'm like, do I blame myself for that? Because I'm like I'm a conspiracy theorist, like partially. And I'm like, did I leave that door open for people to feel that way? I don't want to say that
I
I
see
don't
what
wanna
you're
say
saying. Like I and
I don't want to say, oh my God, I'm such the shalala that people would think that, and I want
no.
your on it. I'm like, we're genuinely talking about this, but did I possibly leave that door open? But I
Hmm.
do try to remember I'm not responsible for other people's actions, but like,
But
damn,
that's what I was saying is where I think what's happening is this disconnect that is happening between the viewers and the creators where they're watching what we're doing and they're like, "Oh, I want to do that," without actually understanding what we're doing and who we are, right?
yeah,
They're watching us be these like personalities or like creators and they're like, "Oh, I can do that." And they think that like they don't understand the thought process, the conversations, the things that happen behind the scenes of like what should we talk about, what shouldn't we talk about, how are we saying
really.
it, right? And so they're just
Do
getting
they
up
think we're
here.
just coming up like off the top of our head that I was like talking to Kim and like asking her questions?
Yeah,
You
they
and
do
I,
though. They do.
they
That's what I
do,
mean.
and that's respectable on our forefront because I'm like, yeah, shout out, like we did a good job, whatever. But we did you and I not listen to other podcasts that happened
We
recently
did research.
prior to
We
exactly.
talked about our approach. We talked about what we wanted to ask. We wrote things down. But it's almost like, okay, so here's what I'm thinking, right? Because I know that there are a few creators that are creators now that were not creators and watched all of us and decided that they want to be creators. That's great and fine and like we welcome it. Like come
Love
into the
that.
community, like love it, right? But like you were saying, like, did I create this because I talk about conspiracies and this and
Yeah,
that and theories? And while I think that it's two things. I think that we get up here and we do talk about our theories and this and that and the third, and we're speaking about it in a very specific way because we know how, right?
yeah,
We've learned how. Now, if you don't know how to come up here and represent the stuff that you're saying, that is where you get in trouble, right?
hmm,
You'll always hear me and Jenna saying, well, I think, or like, I believe, or
yeah.
in
Because
my
I
opinion,
believe, in my
right?
opinion, or allegedly, you
Right,
know.
and we've
And
learned
we always like we'll be talking to each other. I'm like, but alleged, and she's like, bitch, come on. I'm like, I know, you know.
right, like we
But
right, but we know what to
so
say.
programmed to saying it.
Right, and we know what to say though, right? We know what's okay to say, we know what's not okay to say. Now somebody coming into this and and they don't, and I know that they're not wanting to just stir the pot. They really think that they're like, well, these other creators do it. Why am I getting hate for what other creators are doing the same thing? And I'm like, but it's not the same thing.
It's
You're
not.
not doing the same
Stating
thing.
it as facts.
Right. You think that you're doing the same thing that we're doing, but you're not. Behind the scenes, in front of the camera, whatever, you watched us for a long time, and it's not our fault that you got the wrong perception of what we're doing up here.
So I'm gonna like give a little bit of an example without not doing it, but because I'm like, God, I don't know. You know, I want to be like politically correct, but sitting here and saying, I know, let's say that I'm like, I know that this person, before anybody else did, I know that this person murdered this person. Okay. And I'm saying it as a fact. I know, without all of the details, all of the 411, all of the everything. I'm just going off of just a couple little things, and I think I might know, but I don't fully know. But in my head, I'm like, I know, I know, I know. And so I come out and publicly accuse somebody of something, or I come out and publicly say, this is what's going on, and blah, 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 blah. Like, I just say it as if it's a fact. Why would you do that? You don't, and it's always, or most of the time, the people that don't put a face on their account. It's always the people that are just showing clips and pulling clips from here, pulling clips from there, putting it out. Yeah, they might DM you and share. Oh my God. I just had a major realization. Hold
This
on.
is like what happens to us. And
Wait. Oh my God. Wait, I'm texting you.
okay.
What?
I'm literally I want to be as clear as possible when I say this is I don't want to do it anymore. I'm
You
just like
are.
I'm defeated. You know, I don't want to talk about and frankly, like if I'm going to talk about cases, it's not going to be ongoing cases anymore. I can't.
Not. Okay. Sorry. Anyways,
I like
I just
feel a
like a little
sneeze.
bit. Anyways, so, but also when it comes down to the fact of, I want to address this for real. People saying like you that insinuating that I am like welcoming the hate, or when I want to address somebody that is hating and dipping up. I just want to tell you, Jay, like I'm so grateful for you. Like last night, everybody else dipped out and you didn't. You stood there and you were like, no, I'm gonna be by her side.
Hell yeah.
Because I what else would I what would I have done without
Right.
you being there?
Well, I'm not going to send you into the fire
I know, and
alone.
like you didn't have to do that.
Well, I mean, you say that, but like my moral ethics values tells me otherwise, but you're right. Like there's a lot of people that won't.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that won't, and there's a lot of people that will literally light a match and walk away,
Yeah.
and they'll throw it at you, and you're like, okay, fine, right? Like,
And then I feel like I'm like, oh my God, am I the worst person ever for sitting here and actually like trying to have a conversation with someone that has been lying on me continuously over and over and over. And I'm like, okay, let's have a conversation.
I just
And
don't understand hating somebody you don't know so much. Like, to get on a like, I've never been like, I'm gonna get up there, or I'm gonna comment like, I don't like how much you talk. You're so stupid. You talk over everybody. Like, shut the fuck, like, go away. If you don't like me, just leave. Like, you don't have to announce yourself. You don't have to say anything to us. You don't
this is not
literally
an airport. You don't have to like
announce your departure.
yeah, you don't. Like you literally don't. Like and that's my thing. And when I was like, let me give this person a platform, it wasn't for me trying to like have this hate or ridicule or whatever. I literally said, let me know how you feel.
And people, it's almost like people think that we enjoy it.
Thank you. Like, hello. Do you think that I like being badgered? Do you think that I like being abused? Do you think that I like being bullied? Do you think that I like doing XYZ? And then, like, people saying that it's my fault. Are you kidding?
I know. It's wild. I don't and then it's like you guys only see what happens here. You guys don't see like when we're like in
The
tears.
DMs or
Yeah.
the tears. Me calling you, being like, what the fuck? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, trying to navigate with PR teams on was this right? Was it not? Like, what did we do? Did we do something wrong? Was it us?
We
Did we
literally did
engage?
nothing. We did
Dude,
nothing.
but like literally, why do people think that they're our PR teams?
Yeah, I don't I
Hello?
I know.
Come on. It's
I know.
wild to me that anybody else thinks that they should say, well, I would have handled this differently. Well, that's you.
Also, you're not doing it 5 days a week, every week, getting hate, like getting messages to your inbox of how much people fucking hate you for they don't even know
For no
you.
reason. None.
They
Not
have
a
no idea what
singular reason.
charity work I do, what causes I
Yep,
donate to, what things I've gone through in my life, or what I go through on a
exactly.
daily basis. Like you don't know that I spent the last 3 years of my life holding my friend's hand while she thought her baby was dying. Like, do you know that? No, you don't know me.
Exactly.
Like, get the fuck out of here. It's wild to me that I can say something about a case of people you don't even know. Okay, these people are acting like the 4 roommates or the families or whatever are literally their brothers and sisters, or like their family members, or like it is not your job to protect them. And also, like, if you don't like what I'm saying, just say, I don't like what she's saying, and move the
Or
fuck
like
on.
scroll on,
Right.
like, but if you have to say it, say, I don't like what you're like,
I
say
don't
what
agree with you.
say,
I'm gonna go.
and then,
Okay, bye.
but okay, see you later. Sorry, babe.
Right.
See you later, But you
Bye.
have these individuals that'll sit there and ridicule you, be so mean, be so rude, say all these things. And like, you know what hurts the worst? And I'm gonna just say it. It's when it's your peers.
Yeah. It does
It's
hurt the worst when it's your peers because they know what it's like to be up here. They know what it's like to, like, nobody is perfect, and sometimes, yeah, we do like put our foots in our mouths because like we're up here and we're talking, and sometimes we say things that come out wrong or we don't mean or whatever, and everybody has those moments. And it's like, you guys have no empathy or grace for the fact that I am just like you. And like, we've
Like
had
I've
private
heard,
conversations. We've had like quote unquote friendships or like coworkerships. And you guys will literally within a moment flip for no reason.
it's the reason is because that's what they are thinking. The majority of
Right.
people will like to hear this,
Right.
and that's when you understand that that is not what. Since you care more about what the majority thinks, you care more about yourself than what you care about me and you, or you and her, and she and he, and whatever. You care more about what the public thinks than
The case or the people involved
the
or
case
what.
or the people involved or the creator, any individual. You care way more about yourself than any of those people. And it sucks, like we're just talking about, coworkers or friends or like whatever it might be, and they know how it is. It sucks the worst when it's really like a good friend or
Yeah.
somebody that you vibe with and that you fuck with and whatever it might be, and they say shit, you're like, damn, dude.
And like, we don't all, and we've said this over and over, right? Like, we don't have to agree on everything. It's
No,
not what we're here,
it
like
makes it more
friends,
interesting.
right? And friends don't always agree on things. But and I know I've said this to you a few times over the course of the last couple days, but
Yeah,
if I never got up here again, but I kept your friendship, that is what means more to me in the situation. Like, I don't care about I do care about my followers, but not enough to where I'm gonna jeopardize a
ruin.
real friendship or
Like
ruin a real friendship.
you wouldn't do something that
No.
felt wrong to you to ruin
I
that.
wouldn't hurt you to keep my followers. I
And
wouldn't.
like literally we both woke up this morning, and I'm saying this, but it's gonna be on all platforms. So this is like the end of August. Okay.
Right.
We both woke up this morning and we're like, dude, it's not about like, as long as we have each other, it is what it is. We both were like, should we quit?
Yeah.
Genuinely contemplating quitting,
Yeah.
being an advocate for people that were murdered because of how mean and hateful people are. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do like I hope everybody listening to this understands how intense that is. We were genuinely contemplating quitting.
I still am. Because I don't know how it's gonna go.
I am at this point, like I told you earlier on the phone, all 72 hours of us on the phone.
Guys, we literally talked
And Mark did that to
all.
me one time. I'm like, shut up. Like, he's like, yeah, is that pissing her off? Like, whatever. But he's being annoying right now on purpose. Like, he wants to be
He wants
noticed.
to annoy us. Because that's just what it is.
He goes, But the fact that, I don't know, we got on the phone for 72 hours. And we're really like, what are we doing, and it's like it's about this case, yeah, like never bring that up, but it's like, what, like, do you just private it? Like, what do you do? Like, this is my fucking main source of income. Fuck,
Yeah.
man. And for the fact that I'm sitting here and I'm contemplating my friendships, but you want to know what, and I really hope I don't offend people, because the people that know that I'm not trying to offend them whatsoever, and I'm not talking about them, like if the shoe fits,
They know.
sort of
Right.
thing.
Right. Like, they know. If you're her friend, you know that this next statement is not about you.
Yeah. But if you literally are going to sit there and let me be shit on, or let people just shit on me in general and think that I can't speak about it. But then, like, either you do or don't post stuff about these people and you get shit on. Like, just because you carry it well, I don't. Okay? Because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm really never trying to do that. Number one. Number two, people letting that continue, like the abuse continue to happen and getting pissed because I'm like, they're barking, I'm gonna bark back. You're gonna get pissed because I'm barking back? Like, take a fucking walk in my shoes. Oh wait, you can't. You literally can't. You could never, because you can't handle the hate, because you want everything to be like daisies and butterflies or whatever the fuck. And that's fucked up.
And it's not like that for us. That's
But
not our
that's
reality.
equivalent to every single follower that just sits there and they're like, that's typing the meanest shit, and then they're like, oh my god, you got mad at that, you fucking loser. It's like, hello, you're just as equivalent to a fucking lame ass follower.
I
know
get really
it sounds
upset when I
weird.
see like followers that I know that come into like the live stream or whatever and like on TikTok and are like super nice, and then I see them in another live or like on YouTube or whatever and they're like talking shit, and I'm like, what? You've been a follower of mine from the beginning or for months, and now because I say one thing that you don't agree with, I'm a piece of shit person, or like I'm this, I'm that, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, that's not okay.
So two-faced, so insane. I don't
They don't
understand.
care though. They don't because they don't actually care about us. We are just entertainment to them, and not all of them.
Another thing is, like, not all of them at all.
No.
Like, I don't, like, I told you this earlier. I'm like, I very rarely will message people back, like my followers. I'd be like, oh yeah, like, hey, ha 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 ha, like whatever. But I would never engage in saying, you know what, like, who I don't trust, who I don't like whatever. I would never do that shit. Ever do
Guys,
that
there's
shit.
people that are talking to their followers, like a lot of them, all day, every single day. And they're forming these like and in my opinion, unrealistic friendships with them. And when I say unrealistic, I mean it's because it's so many, right? One person cannot realistically have meaningful relationships with all of these people all of the time. It's just there's not enough time in the day to like do it, right? And then what's happening is those people that they're having friendships with and they're talking to feel is this protective nature over that person, and they're going and attacking other creators based off of what they think that they're like sticking up for the other creator, and they're attacking, like they'll come and attack us because they think that they're like doing the right thing or what that other creator would want, or like sticking up for a friend. And it's like,
That's not your friend.
right?
Like,
And you guys also don't know us. You have no idea what you're even talking about.
Like, that's why I only talk to certain individuals. I will only DM certain individuals. I love everyone that follows me. I love them so much. I really do. But I understand that they follow me for certain sort of content and entertainment purposes. And I understand that they follow other people for some sort of content and entertainment purposes. I'm like, dude, like, tell me, how many times a day, like, just because we're on the phone for 752 hours, I'm like, wait, like, this girl, like, trying to bring up, like, I talked about Gabby Egan, right? Or I was talking about, I can't remember her name, but I was like, her child's name is whatever,
Yeah.
Trying to bring up examples. And do I talk to some of these people daily? Yes. Are they my like good friends? No. Yes, I talk to them. we're all in the same realm, you know? Like, just like you and I, we're all in the same realm. Do we talk? Yes. But when you mix that, some of the followers, not all of them, but I'm saying when you can't vet it, when you can't like empathize and say, this person follows me, but it's not, they only follow me for content purposes, which I totally, yes, sure, cool, great, whatever. When you vibe with them, you vibe with them. But when you mix that relationship up, it gets real sticky. It really does get sticky. And you can't sit here and tell me for anything. Like, you cannot tell me that doesn't. There's a whole
No, it does.
fucking, chat room
Multiple.
for people.
Lots of them.
So many. Like, well, yeah. Like,
For the
there's
pure
so
fact,
many.
but here's the thing is there's so many, and it's the pure fact of this is what happens. TikTok lives are happening immediately into the chat rooms. Can you believe that she's saying this? Can you believe that she's doing that? Can you believe that that's what's being said? Blah, 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 blah. Literally just talking shit.
For what purpose?
Like, and that's what I mean. Like, just don't listen. Just turn your phone off, put it on the table, and go live your actual real life that is in front of you instead of trying to you're spending your time. Like, what I don't understand is I could never spend my time all day every day like hating on people.
It's got to be
Yeah.
exhausting.
No, but it's almost like they get like life out of it. It's like
They
weird.
do.
I know.
And it's egged on. And that's why I think that certain people, like my loyal fucking followers, like I can literally name my loyal people to
Me too.
me. And literally, yeah, I know you can too. You like literally have been like, this person's that person. I'm like, yeah, this person's that person, whatever it might be. We can name them and say, this is my people. This is my people.
But that's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that we can name them. That's the sad part of it. Is that there are so little people that we know that actually support us that we can fucking name them.
Yeah.
Of all of the people on our platform,
I never even thought about it that way.
Yeah. How sad is it that we can recognize 2 or 3 names out of everybody that have only been supportive to us?
Damn. I never, ever thought about it that way, but you're
Me neither. I just did right now. I was like, oh my God. Like, I can pick out, like, Tiny Mama is one that I know that will always.
I love her. She's
like
the
fucking best.
No,
like,
she's
so not like she literally when I was waiting for
her.
You. Did you? When I was just waiting for you, she was on live and I popped in her live and I was like, hi, blah, blah, blah. And like, then I got out and I don't know if she thought I like left or not, but as soon as I got down, literally, she said the nicest fucking things about me. Like, just the nicest things, like, just so great. And then she was like, okay, I'm gonna go watch my favorite creators now. Like, I'm gonna get off live to go watch them. Like,
I wish she stayed live. Like, honestly,
I know. I told her to stay live. I was like, stay live.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and I just saying like, okay, like there's her, and I could name like 2 other people. And I'm like, how fucking sad is that?
Amy and Mama J, like those are my people. And those are like my people. There are other people. But Amy and Mama J, like, are the first 2 people, if we're just naming them, that come to my brain. And I'm like,
yep.
I don't know, girl. I think this is like really important though, and for everybody listening, I do want to say it's going to go out on YouTube. Of course, it's already on YouTube, but it's going to go on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music. I can't even. I think this is like really important for it to all go out there.
Yeah. And here's and me and Jenna had a talk a little bit ago before we hopped on here, and we were just like, we're fucking tired of just not being ourselves and just saying whatever the fuck we want and just like literally letting, and you guys can tell, like that's the problem, is you guys are starting, and we can feel it, that we're coming on here and we're trying to, I feel like, just be the way that other people want us to be. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what you guys are feeling from us, and that's why people feel it's like fake or whatever, is because we're like censoring ourselves. We're not just talking the way that
And
we want to talk.
this is such a refreshing conversation that we're having. Like,
Right?
because I could just talk to you. I'm like, we're talking on the phone. I'm like, should we do like a live stream? Should we just talk about it? And you're like, yeah, like fuck it. I'm like, fuck, like I'm not even. And you're like, I'm not prepared. Like, let's just go on,
Right.
talk about it. We'll do the live stream, and then we'll bump it out because this is the real shit.
This is it. This is what we are doing.
This is
what we
our
said.
conversations that we're having, you guys. Like, you want to be on our phone calls? All right,
There you
well,
go.
8 hours.
Do you want to be on our 8-hour phone calls?
But
and it's like me and Jenna really, like, we will talk about this stuff and then we'll jump to like, let's go shop on Temu together, or let's go like talk about spray tans, or let's talk about this, and then we'll jump back to like true crime stuff.
Ranch dressing decor.
Ranch dressing decor.
accessories.
No, literally, and we're just,
You
I
guys,
think-
we have a huge project though. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leak
I'm
this.
so
a little
excited.
bit. I'm gonna leak it a little bit.
I don't even care. I'm so excited.
We have a really big project that we are working on right now, and I think it is going to blow everybody's minds. It is nothing that you've ever seen or heard of before. It's not anything you ever thought of before, and it's going to be major. So I'm really excited for everybody listening right now, because you might be listening months from now, about this, but it's going to be really good. And I would never say that if I didn't think it was going to be really good, but I know I'm not even thinking like,
no, it's going to be so good, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to be lighthearted, and it's going to involve anybody that wants to be involved in it, and it's going to be just like, we have so many things that we talked about today and so many good ideas, and it's going to take us a while to construct it.
We're still going through it. Like,
we're going to have to make it and construct it. Yeah, we have to build this all out and do all of it, but it's going to be something that I think everybody is looking for right now in this craziness. And I want to get away.
Where have you ever heard about this before, Jay? Like, tell me.
It came out of our brains. So like it
literally, it's
literally
so good.
It's so fucking good.
Oh, it's so good. Like,
it's be so fucking great. And like, I don't know. I just think that the here's what I'm gonna say for at least myself, and I'm pretty sure Jenna will agree. From this point forward, I think that we're both done with the cases for now. I think we're done with like the true crime for now. And does that mean that we won't talk about it sometimes? No. Like, if we feel like we want to talk on something or speak on something, it's gonna be our fucking opinion. It's gonna be like what we think and what we want to say, of course. But I think we're just looking for like other things that we want to work on right now, and just like other things that we want to focus on that isn't gonna I'm just gonna I just feel like I just want to let the other people take the hate. I want to let other people talk about this shit. There's really nothing to fucking talk about anymore. Like, there really isn't. We're just all
I could say a million things, but I'm not.
Right.
But you're so right. It's just, it is what it is.
Right.
And what we're going to bring to the table is going to blow people's minds.
And we have a few things that we've talked about that we want to
Let's
do.
talk about the main.
No, I know. I'm just like thinking. I was
Okay.
just thinking like the first thing that we talked about that we wanted to do like weekly, which was just like our funny, fun, like
that's good. Like,
yeah, like there's so many just good things.
but I'm talking about the main project that we're working
No,
on.
I know. I'm just saying that there's a few things that
It's
we
not
like.
even like the main project. It's just like the big project.
The biggest one. The biggest one.
Because
Yeah,
it takes
the
a
biggest
lot
one.
of work and it takes a lot of effort and it's
No, you guys don't understand. Like we have so much work to do, but we're so excited about it that it doesn't feel like work.
and you guys are gonna be able to be hands-on in this.
Yeah,
So
like so involved. It's actually for you guys. It's actually not.
it's not for us.
For us. It's for you guys. We're doing all of it for you guys to have an experience. So it's gonna be so fun.
Like get something like monetary like
Just stuff. Like
you know what I mean? Like
I'm so excited, and I think that there's
can
gonna
I
be.
say like it's a
Yeah, you can say whatever you
It'll
want.
be
I
like
mean,
a clue that you
Yeah.
get, but you could hold it in your like you could have that, and it's gonna be you guys. Oh my god,
it's gonna be all over the country. It's gonna be multiple people involved in different avenues of this, and you're gonna
Yeah.
have to decide where they fit and where they're involved. You're gonna have to it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of thinking. It's going to be a lot of like secretive stuff that's going to be like just like fun secretive stuff of like who are we reaching out to, who are we. Yeah, it's like a little bit of a mystery, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it's just going to be so fun. It's going to be everywhere, right? So we're going to be doing things.
Have to do like some sort of trailer and like put it out there.
Yeah, and we're gonna have all the instructions of what we're doing. Like, we're gonna take you guys through it. We're gonna have videos that, like, if people are like just coming in the middle, where we can say, "Go watch this video and this video and this video," and it'll explain like everything to you.
Going to be on TikTok or YouTube. So YouTube is gonna be the main portion. So we're gonna have the main portion of it on YouTube, but we're gonna be dropping. And this is like so vague, I feel like, to everybody.
I know. It's gonna be both. There's gonna be spread across platforms. It might even be a little bit on
every platform. So
right.
if you're on YouTube, you're getting the tea. And then on TikTok, you're getting little hints every single day. So that's what's gonna be badass. And I'm so excited, Jen.
It's gonna be really, really fun, and it's gonna be something that is not just gonna be like a one-time thing. It's gonna be, a thing that we do consistently all the time. I think that you guys, me and Jenna, have a very creative minds, and we have very like critical thinking things that we do, but we're also so fun and funny, and we laugh all fucking day long at ourselves, and we want to incorporate like who we are into this project that we're doing. Like with you guys, the masterminds of things. Truly, like the masterminds of things. And
we might get you guys to plan something for us.
No, literally, like we might be reaching out to some of you to have you help with it, and you got to keep your mouth shut, or you know what I mean? Like you got to be quiet about it until your part is over, or like, just I feel like what's happening, and we really talked about this. Like, remember we talked about this? Like, I think what's happening is that separation of like we're separating ourselves too much from engagement with our followers and like involving them in our shit, so they do see us so separated that they can say whatever they fucking want to us because we're not like real to them anymore. But this is gonna, I think, connect us back into our followers in a way that they're like, because we're involving
we can engage with them and be like, hey, like da, 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 da. Like even if like we leave like one comment in this entire thing that we're doing, the project that we're working on, like leaving one comment, like we'll, of course, like we always try to engage with everybody that we can. You can go back on the comment sections and like prove that, but with this, like just engaging 1 or 2 times with like a little bit more of info. Oh my
Right, and
god,
it's
I literally wish
gonna
I could
be
like say it, but we can't.
I
But
just feel like they'll feel closer to us as people and creators and see like how much work we're putting in for them and effort and like that we really do care about them, and I think that that's going to
yeah,
try and really turn around our communities into like no, like Gianna and Jenna really fucking care about us and did all of this for us and whatever, like
we
you guys
did
can
this
talk
because
shit.
we give a shit.
Right, like you guys could talk shit about them, but like you guys aren't doing anything for us like you're like they're doing for us. They
We're
don't like
doing this because of you guys.
mm-hmm.
Like we would not have came up with this ever. Like there would have never been a beginning idea,
Mm-hmm.
but we did because of you guys. So like
Right.
we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, like we love you guys, but like what the fuck, guys? Like you gotta lighten up on us a little bit. Like we're just trying to do like
Lay off my ball sack for the
right,
people
like
that are
come
mean.
on.
God
Fucking
damn.
relax, guys. Like god fucking right, like god damn. Like
I
we're just
love that.
people. Like shut the fuck up for a minute. Like step out of your goddamn like head and just be like maybe I shouldn't shit on other humans just like in general, and maybe I should just like listen to
It's like
somebody
a
and give a
person.
shit about them. Like they're a person. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like shut up.
Shut up.
Like guys,
Do it.
seriously?
Shut up.
You know, I'm like told you earlier when I was
Yeah,
doing
you like can't do
I
it.
said I can't do it because I'm like my throat's gonna hurt. Ow.
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 Okay, you guys, we love you so much. Maybe we could drop a little bit more information to.
I don't know. So
We're gonna have to
tomorrow,
talk over.
yeah, we'll talk in the morning and we'll see like what should maybe we'll put a little like video. I know, yeah, right. We'll talk in like 5 hours and we'll talk about it. No, I think we can maybe put together like a little video like coming soon or like what just like something. We'll do something tomorrow.
We'll
And
leak
you know what? I swear to God, and I'm literally talking to everybody. I swear to God, if you fucking ruin this and make this like into something that it's not, or like make it a negative connotation on it, I'm going to find you and say mean words to you. This is not a threat. This is just a promise of mean words coming.
I love it so much.
This is a
Okay.
clapback promise, okay?
Clapback promises. Oh, is that a whole new? Is that a series? Clapback promises.
Wait, I want to get like a little fake butt and be like, yeah, like a little fake one and just like.
We're gonna be banned. We're gonna be handsome. What about the corn? The corn face?
We'll
And
just like name it constantly canceled. Just constantly canceled.
constantly cancel.
Just constantly canceled. We're just like not ever not canceled.
Monumental thing.
Right. We're just like never not canceled. So like
So
don't come after us because we're canceled. So just don't even care about us because we're just canceled. So just don't even do it.
suck, and I guess we
Right.
suck.
So just leave us alone because we don't fucking care. And I don't care. And I'm going to be really honest. And like, I know this like sounds horrible, but like, I honestly could give not one single fuck what anybody thinks about me because I'm going to be really honest. I'm going to turn this shit off.
Yeah.
And none of you exist to me except for Jenna. Like, I don't care. And that doesn't mean anything. It's just like you guys are not in my eyesight or in my real life, or like you don't know like my parents' names. You don't know like not, I mean, you could probably find out like who gives a fuck, but like I don't talk to them anyway. So you should go harass them. That would be great.
Everywhere. I just
Please go harass them. That would be, I actually want you to. I'm just kidding.
Violet said I was canceled before I got on TikTok.
Literally, I was just like, exactly. Like, I literally feel the same way. Like, nobody is gonna cancel me harder than my own parents has already canceled me out of their like existence and like who they like, and I've canceled them out of my existence. Like, nobody gives a fuck. Okay, like, don't care. Also, right? Like, if you want to be that type of human, like, I feel sorry for you that you like live your life that way.
That's like so lame.
Right? Like, don't you feel sorry for somebody who's like
Yeah.
constantly hating people? Like,
No.
what a life.
I'm like, wow, you have literally not a singular life, like not even one single life. You have not a singular one. You're just shitting on people. For what?
That's your life?
Like,
what a negative Nancy.
That sucks.
Like, I want positive patties only. Okay?
Yeah. Like,
remember earlier when I said I went from Gorgina to Vagini?
we're gonna have to let everybody in on that. Like,
I know.
We're gonna have to like tease everything. We're gonna have to tease shit tomorrow, and then maybe we could do a live tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm like fucking down whenever. As soon as my little demons go to sleep, like, I'm good.
Little trifling.
Trifling.
Both of our kids is trifling.
Like, no, they're literally like me and her on the phone, and our kids are like screaming.
Why? And I'm like,
yeah. He's like, bye. Remember when he hung up on me today? He's like, bye. He did.
Hung up on me. Bye. And hung up on her. And I was like, I called her back. I'm like, you hung up? And she's like, no, fucking Slade.
Slade fucking hung up on me. I was like, bye. Boop.
Legit just said bye. And then it hung up. I'm like, oh my God.
No. And then yesterday when I was on the phone with her, like, my son was like, mad at me because I was in the other room like doing the dishes while I was talking to her on the phone, and he like smeared his yogurt all over the fucking couch because he hates me and he was mad at me, and then he comes into the room and this asshole is like, mommy,
like,
come look at the yogurt, and I was like, this
she's like,
fucking asshole,
can't believe you, whatever. I'm like, yeah, that was fucked up. I'm like making it worse. We always are gonna make it worse. We're like,
I know. I can't handle it. And this is like, you guys, we just have so much fun, and we're like literally like, we're just moms who like to talk and just like fucking come up with shit and be
authentic. But we understand where each other is coming from. So
because our lives are literally the same. So
we just call each other and we're like, life is in a turmoil. And she's like, yes, bitch, I know, because I feel the same turmoil as your turmoil. Like,
I'll be like, hold on a second. I'll be like, shut up and stop screaming at my kids, and like, okay, sorry. She's like, girl, I feel you so hard. And then like 3 minutes later, she's like,
fucking motherfucker shit. I just spit. But I'm like, literally go psycho.
It's guys, these boys, okay? We're just like, what the... All right, anyways.
Cancel.
I'm hot as a bitch, and I have the same sweatshirt on that I had yesterday because I don't ever take a shower or fucking change my clothes.
Maybe I'll take a bath tonight because I don't know when
literally, I'm like, remember yesterday? I think it was Brat said, she was like, I went in the tub, and I was like, oh, going in like the tub in like a nice warm bath sounds like a nice like hug, but then I'm like, that requires so much fucking effort.
And I told you, I said, girl, I like just got my extensions and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna wash my hair. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, no. I'm like, no, thank you.
Love you so fucking much, though. Like, I hope that is like so abundantly clear.
We love each other.
Yeah.
So much to the point of like, if we don't talk for like 2 hours, we're like, what are you doing?
Do you hate me?
Where are you?
So you're not fucking with me? What? You don't want to shop?
So we're not friends anymore? Am I bothering you? What's going on?
Timu? I'm just joking. I mean, like, I'm joking.
Timu? Like sending links. I'm like, hi. Do you see my link? Do you like my stuff?
No, but it's gotten to the point where it's a little bit scary because the shit that you buy on Temu is popping up on my feed. So somebody's listening. I think it's the government. I don't really know.
I think it's the government. They're trying to control us with the fake birds.
With Temu.
With Temu.
I mean,
No, literally with Temu. And they're doing it because we placed orders.
we did. And I was like, and you know what else you need to buy? Anyways, this is not a Temu ad, but
buy from
I
Temu 'cause
am
it's cool.
going to DM them back because I said I told her Temu wants me to like
I was like,
collaborate or something.
and you're
Why
not
wouldn't you
doing it? I was like, why wouldn't you do it? What?
'Cause I hadn't ordered from them before, but now maybe they'll sponsor us.
Okay,
Shut up.
best thing I purchased on Temu. I got a little ghosty freaking little like crossbody and it looks like a little ghost and it's so fucking cute. Also, I got this. Actually, it's sitting right next to me. Look at how cute this is. I have to put my it's literally it says as far as I know I'm delightful.
Oh my god, wait.
It's for like my computer desk. It's like a
Wait.
big mouse pad for my big Mac
I have
computer.
to tell you about a merch idea, but I'm not going to say it on here.
No, don't say it on here, but I'm so excited.
All right, love you guys.
Yeah, love you.
Bye.
Bye.